WCBI News at 10 starts now.
We begin tonight with the search for a missing child. Columbus police are trying to find Colton Ray Harris. He was last seen on Tuesday. He was with Donna Morton, who is in this photo. Morton may be driving a 2008 Lincoln Navigator. If you know where Donna Morton or Colton Ray Harris may be, you're encouraged to call Columbus police. New tonight, Columbus police make a third arrest in an armed robbery and assault case. Live Anand Fox Jr. turned himself into Columbus police Tuesday. He was wanted on aggravated assault and armed robbery charges. It was in connection with an alleged robbery and beating of a 47-year-old man that was on Washington Avenue, January 14th. Fox's father, Levento Fox, and D'Angelo Fisher, they're also charged with the crime. The younger Fox's bond is set at $250,000. And new tonight, there's more local reaction today to the recent travel ban. People gather in Starkville tonight. It's after last week when President Donald Trump prohibited entry into America for people from 7 Muslim-majority countries. Dozens of people of different faiths, they gather tonight for a vigil. Our Jory Talley has more.
No one here is representing his or her government. We are representing our cultures, not the political difficulties between the governments.
It's all weird for us, and when we are worried, really worried, because we don't know what's going on and what's going to happen.
That's why Vigil candlelight brightened the night and why signs about unity filled the sky. People impacted by the executive order and others who feel for the ones that are came together as one in support of each other.
For all people who are trying to get a better life here, we are not here just because of ourselves. We are trying to get a better society for ourselves and American guys. You know, it's just about us. It's about America too.
I'm here to support the international community, particularly the 80 students that are affected by this travel ban. And so I'm just here in solidarity with them. And, you know, with my sign, I believe in the Article 1 of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights. And, you know, we should all treat each other with respect.
Although majority of people who went to the vigil went knowing what they stood for, some didn't, including this student.
I'm kind of in the middle. I do believe that we do need to vet our refugees better, but I also have a heart. I do believe that you know, we need to find some sort of middle ground. I don't agree with President Trump on a lot of stuff, but I do believe that it is a common sense thing to thoroughly vet whoever's coming into this country.
One international student says he understands the country's concerns regarding safety and security, but thinks it's unfair to blame a specific group of people for terrorism.
We were born in Muslim country. That's the label we have, but it's tough to say if we are Muslim or not. But I don't want to just defend the Muslims. Or I thought when I came here, I thought this country has a great respect to all people. It's a core value here.
Jory, thank you. And MSU President Mark Keenum said Monday the university has students from all 7 of those countries that's included in Trump's ban, and the university is committed to supporting them, says Keenum. Time for a first look at our forecast. Keith Gibson is in with us tonight.
Well, Tommy, right now in Starkville, we are at 50 degrees. The wind fairly tame for us. We are dry. Showers beginning to build in the region. We'll show you that in just a split second, but some spots down to the upper 40s. In Louisville, 49, 54 in Tupelo, 48 at the Air Force Base in Columbus, 55 for you in Macon. So temperatures all over the place. Now, speaking of the showers, they are beginning to develop northwest of Holly Springs out towards northwest Mississippi, western Tennessee, and eastern Arkansas. I envision more of that activity to develop and spread south as we go throughout the overnight hours. As you venture on out to school tomorrow morning, at drop-off time, there could be some of those showers around even through your lunch hour. Upper 40s, low 50s. That's it tomorrow, Tommy. The full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Keith, thanks. A local businessman and developer is trying to make his hometown a hub for the arts. Our Allie Martin has more on this latest project from an engineer turned filmmaker.
The movie takes the audience to the fictional town of Water Valley, Texas, in the days of the Wild West.
How in the world did a preacher take on 5 armed men and come out on top?
Peacemakers is a full-length movie based on the play of the same name. It is written by Baldwin businessman Clark Ritchie and Rex Harson, who works in marketing for an Oxford company.
We're both movie fans and Western fans, and so we decided to write a play because you don't see any westerns on stage, really. And so we just thought it would be a unique thing to do. We grabbed some old iconic characters and twisted them around a little bit and put a good story on top of it.
The play was performed almost 1 year ago on the stage of the Claude Gentry Theater. That is one of several projects Ritchie has spearheaded to help revitalize downtown Baldwin. The movie was also shot on the theater stage.
We said, we've got a great cast. They know their parts, they know their lines, they know their characters. We have a sound stage, essentially, right here in the theater. So why not spend 3 nights, spend 4 nights, get together, and let's do it. Let's shoot the play, not like a video of a play, but let's shoot the play as though you were shooting an old TV show.
Ritchie says it was a lot of work for the local cast, who all have day jobs.
All of our actors are unpaid and volunteers, and we had them here to 2 o'clock in the morning about 4 nights in a row. And so the challenge was more of a personal challenge of, hey, let's all keep a good attitude.
Peacemakers will be entered into several independent film festivals. That could capture the attention of professional theater groups, and it could lead to a publishing agreement for the play. In Baldwin, I'm Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Allie, thank you. And Ritchie is hoping it'll premiere soon. In the meantime, Rust Bucket Roadies will be playing the Gentry Theater. That's on February 17th. A good rapport between a teacher and her class can have a positive impact on how students learn. That's what students at the Golden Triangle Early College High School tell us this week. Teresa Scruggs is the WCBI Educator of the Week. Alexis Turner, a sophomore at GTEX, nominated Scruggs for helping her open up. Scruggs says it's her job to keep the chemistry going in the classroom.
I'm very nervous when I'm in front of people.
I want them to learn that hard work pays off. I want them to be successful in whatever they do, whatever they choose to do in their careers, and to learn respect and how respect it helps people grow.
To nominate a teacher, visit our website, WCBI.com.
We have a big temperature spread in the region tomorrow. Southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, likely mid to possibly upper 70s around here behind this front that's moving on through. How about some 40s and 50s? A little bit different than those 70s today. The details are next.
WCBI's Educator of the Week is brought to you by Food Giant, where your neighbors are the owners. Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Pretty nice day today, very spring-like, some friendly clouds, and as the sun was going on down, we had a pretty nice sunset that was seen earlier. Linda sends us that great photo right there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stay connected with us. Also, we are streaming live at WCBI.com this evening. A pretty nice evening if you were out and about. We did see the moon right there mixed in with Venus and Mars on the western horizon as we were going on through the last couple of hours here. So that was cool to see with the clear skies we did have in place. Now, some of those clouds are coming back into the region. Showers developing here in northwest Mississippi. This will tend to move south with time. It's a long ways from us now, but we do envision some rain coming our way. Well, let's see, temperatures right now. Let's talk about tonight. There we go. Upper 40s, low 50s. Those showers will build in as the clouds fill in as we go throughout the overnight hours. There's our current temperatures here into the upper 40s to the mid 50s. Locally, a little bit warmer, 60s down to our south and west. Still pretty warm for this time of night, this time of year. Cooler for the next 3 days. A few scattered showers thrown into the mix. And we will trend warmer again as we get into next week. This is the big pattern across the lower 48. The weather pattern from west to east, this zonal weather pattern, and that means the core of the cold as Arctic air will stay to our north, and we'll just have a little cool down with this cold front coming on through. You can start to see those showers lighting on up right here with this boundary that is moving through. Those of you in Tupelo, the wind is now switched around to the northwest, still southerly in Columbus, but we will all have a northerly breeze tomorrow. There are the showers beginning to develop. Futurecast picking up on that. Let's roll through the rest of the night, and you may wake up to some of those showers tomorrow morning, so get your umbrella on standby. Nothing too terribly heavy here, but showers likely in the region during our Thursday. A lot of that will go to our south by Friday, but I can't rule out some of that lingering in the region on Friday. I'm cautiously optimistic, though, that we can see a little bit more sunshine as we close out your Friday afternoon. So that's the way it's looking there with Futurecast. So as we roll on into your forecast for Thursday, your planner, again, upper 40s to low 50s, really for the entire day. and those showers a little bit more concentrated during the first half of the day. Upper 40s, low 50s here in northeast Mississippi, perhaps a little bit warmer farther to the south, maybe approaching 60 or the low 60s down towards Meridian, mid 50s, the low 50s in West Alabama. Tommy, here's our 7-day forecast. Only around 50 on Friday, 54 Saturday, we are dry, a pretty nice day for us. 60 on Sunday. There could be some showers around for the big game, but you'll be watching that big game probably.
Exactly.
So you don't have to worry about those showers.
Yeah.
And then we'll be trending warmer next week. And there could be some stronger storms reaching Tuesday. We'll see about that.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on it.
Okay.
Keith, thank you very much. Some area colleges are adding to their rosters today. We have a recap of National Signing Day around our area. That's coming up tonight. Stay with us.
You're watching WCBI News at 10 with Tommy Lopez.
Tonight on our Health Talk with Baptist segment, we're looking again at the kind of pain that can lead to opioid use.
Hi, I'm Dr. Keith McCoy, and I'm a part of your emergency department team here at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Tonight, we will continue our discussion of the opioid epidemic in the United States and how it affects us here in Mississippi. Acute pain is most commonly described as pain lasting less than 3 months. The cause is usually known, and the pain disappears when an injury or illness heals. Chronic pain lasts longer than 3 months or past the time of normal tissue healing. Chronic pain can also be defined by recurrent bouts of pain from the same or different parts of the body. Under most circumstances, acute pain can be appropriately managed in the emergency department setting, but the Centers for Disease Control clearly states that opioids should not be used in any form in the emergency department to treat chronic pain. The Centers for Disease Control has developed a guideline for prescribing opioids for chronic pain for healthcare providers who treat adult patients with chronic pain. The plan promotes improved communication and safer, more effective care. Also, the use of the Prescription Drug Monitoring Program, which is a state-run electronic database used to track the prescribing and dispensing of controlled prescription drugs to patients. This data helps healthcare providers determine if you are receiving certain drugs that put you at high risk for adverse drug reactions, addiction, or overdose. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist when we discuss what patients with pain can expect from their Baptist Emergency Department healthcare provider.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
And Baptist Golden Triangle would like to spread the word about a discussion of the UroLift system. It's a treatment option for BPH. This Thursday, 6 p.m., 2 urologists will give information. This will be at Patient Tower. It will be Dr. Josh Griffin and Dr. Ben Woodson. We have a recap of the big stories of the day on National Signing Day. That's coming up next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
National Signing Day always proves to bring some fun surprises. We didn't have as much drama as we did last year, but still plenty of fun to be had. Now we're going to go through the big storylines from National Signing Day from earlier today right now. But if you want to see any of our other high school signings from our over 20 area schools, check out our website right now at WCBI.com. We have our full Signing Day special for you to watch. But we start at Starkville High. The big signing of the day was at Willie Gay, making his pick Four-star linebacker was down to 4 schools: LSU, Michigan, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. The big decision in front of a couple hundred students, friends, and family in the Starkville High Auditorium. The question was, would he stay home?
For the next 3 or 4 years, I'll be headed to.
It feels good, man. Many people don't know, but this recruiting process, man, it take you through a lot. And for it to finally be over with, it's big, and glad I'm a Bulldog.
When did you make this decision? When was the final decision?
Sunday night.
Sunday night?
Yes, sir.
What happened Sunday night?
I put LSU, Michigan, and State all beside each other, and I was like, man, what do I really want to be? And will I have the most support? And would I get a chance to play early and to even play? And Mississippi State, they won it.
The signing of the day with the least amount of drama was at Columbus. Longtime Mississippi State commit Kylan Hill officially put pen to paper on his letter of intent to play for the Bulldogs. Hill's never wavered on his commitment to MSU. He's been a vocal advocate in the recruiting process for MSU. But the day for Kylan Hill was all about reaffirming and completing his high school journey.
For quite some time now, people been knowing I've been wanting to go to state, so signing that paper just, man, I'm finna get ready and try to take over the SEC. It's all about family down there. You know, they've been recruiting me since I started my sophomore year, and the first thing they offered me, and they're the only team I signed with.
We're at New Hope. Another big-time area prospect was on the fence, either Mississippi State or Ole Miss. Well, his pick was not MSU. He threw the MSU hat across the room, and that's making waves on social media. It's going viral. Over 750 retweets of Taquan Reed throwing the MSU hat and putting on the Ole Miss cap. He had been committed to Mississippi State over the last week, but flipped. He's going to Ole Miss. Here was what he had to say about taking the Rebels hat and signing with Ole Miss.
I had to go back and overlook everything with recruiting process and through this my whole journey. You know, Coach Luke came in and set up a plan with me, and I kind of like followed that plan throughout my school year. And now I'm sitting at all A's right now, and if it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be there. You know, he was the only coach that came in and set that plan out and set that plan up, and still trusting me to get to where he knew I can get at. So now I'm there, and that's where I'm going.
Let's visit now our colleges. We start at Mississippi State. Dan Mullen once again pulling in a top 25 recruiting class. Some saying this could be one of his more highly regarded classes that he's ever had. But the two guys he's possibly most excited about right here in our own backyard in Starkville's Willie Gay and Columbus's Kylan Hill.
I couldn't be happier to have Willie Gay and Kylan Hill stay at home. You know, right here, two local guys get to come make their hometowns proud, get to make people in Mississippi proud. Playing for their state university is a huge deal. I think if you saw the schools and you watched their signing day celebrations, you see how appreciative everybody was of the school and how excited everybody was. All the people at school were that they're going to stay near home and come represent their hometowns and their states.
A couple other signings from the Mississippi State recruiting class. Many already early enrollees like Keaton Thompson, Chauncey Rivers from JUCO. Noah Ellis, Tyler Dunning, Landon Guidry, and Josh Cooper. That guy at the bottom, you may recognize that hometown. That's where Dak Prescott's from. Pretty good pipeline that MSU has been able to put together from Houghton, Louisiana. So MSU very happy about the 23rd ranked recruiting class in the country. At Ole Miss, Hugh Freeze was not too happy about his recruiting class, but not necessarily because of the players, but more so with the NCAA's involvement, and he had something to say about that earlier today.
There's a lot of issues around college football, and we certainly are having our share, and it's gone on for a long time, and it's we've suffered penalties. I mean, this recruiting class was a penalty. To be under the cloud that we're under, and during that time, man, it's like a family going through difficulty, which I'm sure all of you have. If you haven't, keep living, you will. And man, you really have got to, you find out who's with you, and man, you join arms and you say, you know what, we're going to face it and get through it.
There's a couple notable signees for Ole Miss. They actually pulled in a couple other 4-stars, so they're actually a top 30 class now. Mohamed Sanogo from Plano, Texas. Tony Gray, Josh Clark. Watch out for Isaiah Willard coming from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Presbyterian Christian, the all-time leading rusher in Mississippi high school football history. This does not include their early enrollees, which includes Breon Dixon. And also keep an eye on Jamar Richardson, an Aliceville kid that we covered at his signing earlier today. He's going to be a sign-and-place kid. He's going to play 1 year at Jones, then go to Oxford. So all in all, a pretty good recruiting class, despite the difficulties for Ole Miss. Well, at Alabama stop, if you've heard this before, the Crimson Tide put together the top recruiting class in the country, spearheaded by the signing of the #1 defensive end of the country today. That's LeBron Ray, who signed with the Crimson Tide. The Madison, Alabama native checks in at 6'4", weighing over 260. He's agile, he's fast for his size, and as you can see, he can get to the quarterback in a hurry. A couple of notable players from that #1 recruiting class. All of these are early enrollees. Najee Harris, Alex Leatherwood, Dylan Moses, and Jerry Jeudy. This is the 8th straight year that Nick Saban has put together the #1 recruiting class in college football, and it comes to Alabama. So Crimson Tide, the rich get richer. But how about D.D. Bowie? He was on the fence. Was he going to stick with his commitment to Ole Miss? He was. Throws up the land shark. As you see, the Morton star will be coming to Ole Miss to play for the Rebels. Now, there was some rumors that he was going to flip to Mississippi State. Coming to MSU, they wanted him as a receiver. He told Ole Miss that he would not mind playing DB. That's what the Rebels wanted to recruit him as, and that's where he'll be going as. So keep an eye on D.D. Bowie, totaling over 2,200 yards rushing as a senior. He was the star athlete at Morton. He played quarterback in his final season, but he can be a big-time player for the Ole Miss Rebels down the road. 4 other major recruits from Mississippi: Cam White and Ben Brown, a couple Ole Miss kids. MSU got Aaron Odom to flip back to them, and Miles Brennan had been committed to LSU for some time. Again, we didn't get to all of our area schools, but we were able to do that on our National Signing Day special. So if you want to catch up on any of those, that's online or on our website at WCBI.com. You can also follow us on our social media pages at WCBI Endzone at Twitter or at Robbie Donahoe. We will have our Signing Day post right there where you can check it out and see your favorite players and kids move on to the next level. Congratulations to everyone signing today. We can't wait to see what you do in the future. That's it for sports. We'll get a last look at your forecast when we come back.
Showers developing toward northwest. These will tend to drift south as we go throughout the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. So don't be surprised if you do see a little bit of rain out your way as we go throughout the course of the next 24 hours. Cooler 40s, low 50s tomorrow.
All right, Keith, sounds good. Thank you. Late Show with Stephen Colbert is coming up next. Have a good night.